on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kevin, and I am here to inspire, motivate, and empower you. So, the whole purpose of my channel is for me to help you unlock your full potential. So, if you're ready to embark on this journey with me, go ahead and click that subscribe button and also ring the notification bell so that way you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Guys, look, I'm not ready to have a whole nother topic wrote down. We're not gonna, go over anything scripted. We're just gonna jump into this video. So check this out, man. A lot of people tend to grow up in an environment where you grow up around people that have a mindset of crab in a bucket. So if you don't know what the crab in the bucket mindset is, or that mentality is, what that means is when somebody is working on getting better and working on escaping a position or an environment that they're in, the people that they are around will end up pulling them back down, right back where they are at that current time. And a lot of times what happens is when they get pulled down, they end up staying stuck in that environment, or they end up worse off because they keep around the same crabs that pulled them down. Now, what I mean by that is so for those of you who don't know, first off, what crabs in a bucket do to each other is if you put a bunch of crabs in a bucket, they will try to escape. They will try to get out of the bucket. Now, what will happen is one will try to escape and it'll start getting its way out of the bucket. And what will happen is another crab will come behind it and pull it down and not let it escape. And it happens all the time. No crab is allowed to escape the bucket. Why is that? Is it because the crabs are haters? Is it because that's just how crabs are and they think, oh, if we're stuck here, you can't get out? Or is it just the crabs just don't know any better? I mean, fuck, none of us are crabs. We don't know. But we do know that that's what they do. When they see one escaping, they pull it back down. Now, if you hang out with a bunch of people that are not going anywhere in life and are stuck in the same environment and in the same area that you grew up in or where you are, and you're trying to better yourself and they aren't, guess what's going to happen when you try to better yourself? They're going to try and pull you back down. Crabs in a bucket. And this is why a lot of times when you are young, or actually it really doesn't matter how old you are, but really the younger you are, the better it is that you get out of your hometown and you move and you get rid of certain friends. Look, I'm not telling you that the kids that you grew up with and went to high school with and that you played sports with and all that, I'm not telling you that you need to never talk to these people again. I'm not telling you that at all, because I understand that sometimes we grow up around certain people and we have certain friends that we've been friends with our whole lives, and those people are close to us. But the thing is that if these people aren't okay, or they're not, what I mean is if they're not okay with seeing you grow, or they're not trying to cheer you on and trying to inspire you and motivate you and push you to be better, you need to cut them off for a little bit while you go out and grow, while you take the opportunity to go out and leave your current hometown or wherever it is that you are and go someplace else and try to live. It is a whole different experience getting away from where you are, not only because you're escaping a group of people and you could possibly be escaping the crabs that are trying to keep you down in that bucket, but it's also going to get rid of a safety net for you. It's going to get you away from your parents if you have parents that support you, or whatever support system that you may have around you. It's going to get you away from that. It's going to get you away from having the ability to be able to fall back on somebody all the time and not have to worry about what's going to happen, because you're not really going to have anybody right there. So you're going to be forced to have to learn how to deal with things on your own. It's going to help you grow up. It's going to help you become more of an adult. It's going to help you become more disciplined, more organized. It's going to help you be a fucking grown-up, man. It's going to help you become a grown-ass man. And that's one thing that I can say I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for the fact that when I was 19, 20, I moved. I left. And I went and lived in a whole nother state 1,000 miles away, and I did what I had to do in order to survive and to live. And I did it. And I'm grateful for that. I mean, I needed help at times, of course I did. But it wasn't right then and there like, okay, I can't just pack up and go back home. Or, oh, I can't just, go to somebody and ask to borrow money and I'll get it right then. It wasn't like that, man. It wasn't like that at all. And that is the part that as men, we need that. These guys that get stuck in their hometown, a lot of times don't outgrow that hometown. They don't get to experience anything else. And there is a whole world out there to be able to experience. And if you just stay in that hometown because you are stuck around a bunch of people that are crabs in a bucket, I want you to know that I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for consuming content like mine that has to do with personal development and masculinity. As we all know, there's a war going on outside that as men, none of us are safe from. And this war is on masculinity as a whole. So what I did was take this opportunity to go ahead and create a few different things that are going to be a game changer in our ability to combat against this war against masculinity. The first thing that I want to talk to you all about is the Black Tie Alliance. The Black Tie Alliance is a men's network group that I've created that right now has a free Telegram channel that is accessible to everybody, where men can go ahead and talk about any and everything from fitness to finances to females and anything from A to Z, and have the opportunity to network and build brotherhood. The second thing I want to talk to you all about is my free ebook, The High Value Man's Handbook. Guys, this is a short 15-page ebook that is packed with so much information, and it's made for any man that is on any part of their personal development journey. The third thing that I want to speak to you all about is Flex Empire Supplements. Flex Empire Supplements is a supplement brand that has some of the best supplements on the market, hands down. Anything from 100% grass-fed whey protein to 100% pure creatine monohydrate, ashwagandha, and the list goes on. Guys, I'm going to put the link for these things in the description of this video. Now, let's get back to the original video. You're not going to be able to experience it, guys. You need to get out of that bucket, and you need to get from around those crabs. There is nothing wrong with going out and experiencing things, and like I say, there's nothing wrong with cutting people off if it's going to benefit you. And if those people that you are cutting off feel some type of way, then they're not really your friends, because a lot of times you have to be able to cut people off in order to grow. Now, as I said, that doesn't mean that you won't ever talk to them again. That doesn't mean that they're completely removed from your life. That's not what that means. But if that's what has to happen, then that's what has to happen. You need to put yourself first. You come first. That's why on airplanes, they tell you to put your mask on first before you help anybody else. Because guess what? If you pass out, you are no good to anybody else. Yeah, it's okay to love people and it's okay to help people, but you need to help yourself first. And you know what? Those crabs in that bucket, when it comes to them, they're going to help themselves first, and then they're going to help you, if they even help you, because some people don't help. They just want to pull you back because it makes them feel better about themselves, because guess what? They're using you as a measuring tool. Oh, well, this is how good I'm doing because this is how good this person's doing. And people do that shit, man. People really do that. People will use you as a comparison tool and a measuring tool on life and success. People, your friends, whatever, they'll be like, "Oh, well, I'm making 75,000 a year at my job, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third, got this car, got this and that." And see, now you, on the other hand, you might not have, a job making 75,000 a year. You might only be making 45,000 a year, and you might not be driving a brand new car. But you might have some other things going on. You might not live at home. This person might live at home. You might have your own place. You might be, paying your own bills, doing this and doing that. And guess what? You're doing better than they are technically, but in their eyes, they're like, okay, I live at home with my parents and I don't really pay no bills, but I got a job making 75 grand a year, driving a brand new whip. So in everybody else's eyes, they look successful because they can be fly and drive the nice car, have the car payment and this and that. But you can't afford to do that really, because you live on your own. You got food and other bills that you got to pay. But you know what though? That's teaching you responsibility. Just because you can't get flying designer all the time and drive the brand new car and have the payment and stuff like that, you know what? They're going to be worse off in the end than you are. And you have to look at it as it's making you stronger. Whatever you're going through, what you're going through, and what you're doing, the position you're in is going to make you stronger. It's only going to prepare you for what's to come in life. You see what I mean? It's going to pay off in the long run. And if you're making 45 grand a year and you're living on your own and you got a car and you're still paying all your bills, you're more rich than what they are. They might have more money, but your mind is worth more. Your hustle, your determination, your discipline is worth more. See, they're not as disciplined as you are. But you know what? Like I said, they're going to use you as a measuring object to compare against you and say, oh, well, I'm doing better than them. And they're going to talk bad about you. And you know what? That's supposed to be your friend. And a lot of times we're so caught up in wanting to have friends, and because we've known this person for so long, that we just overlook that shit. Man, no, don't overlook that, man. If you have somebody like that in your friend group, cut them off. And keep working on you, man. Keep working on you. Go out and find a side hustle. Work on opening a business. Work on bettering yourself and getting yourself to where you're making 75,000 a year, and you can, upgrade your stuff too. Invest a little bit of spare money if you got it. I know times are hard right now, but figure it out, man, because you're going to be more successful than that person is. And like I say, that's crab in a bucket mentality. That is crab in a bucket mentality. Them people that are comparing themselves to you so that they can make themselves feel better, man, that's some crab in a bucket shit, man. You don't need that, because they're just going to keep pulling you down, man. And it's going to fuck with your mind. It's going to really mess with your mind, and you don't need that. You're too good for that. You don't need that. You really don't. You don't need all that, man. You don't need that negativity in your life. That's why I say, if you have some money put up and you have the ability to, your lease is almost up on your place, or if you're living at home and you have the ability to go to another state, man, go do it. Pick up and go. And guess what? It's going to be a learning experience, and you're going to love it. You can always go back home. You can always go back where you're at. That's no big deal. You can always do that. It's better to take the chance, man, and take the risk, because you don't know how good it could end up for you, man. You don't know what people you can meet. You don't know what network you could end up in. You don't know what kind of job you could have, what kind of place you could live. You might meet a girl and, next thing you know, you might be having kids. Man, You don't know what the world will bless you with. You don't know what the universe and God will bless you with, man, because you're trying. The universe wants to give to people that try. They don't want, and speaking of the universe and trying and giving things to people, when you're stuck around a bunch of crabs in a bucket and a bunch of people that are trying to use you as a comparison tool to make sure that they are on a higher level than you are, guess what? You're going to look at them people like the universe is giving everything to them, but it's not. What they're getting is because they don't have to worry about nothing else, but the universe is going to bless you first. It may seem like they're being blessed at that time, but they're not being blessed. Really, they're being hurt. And you're going to get blessed. You're going to get blessed in the most amazing way, man. And it's only going to take a little bit to see that. But when you do, boy, that's going that's gonna change your whole perspective on things, man. That's gonna change your whole perspective on things. Damn, man. I hate to see that because it's a shame that people have to live like that. But man, once you escape that crab in a bucket mentality and you escape that environment, boy, you better watch out, man, because you're on the up and up from there. You are on the up and up from there. Guys, look, thank you for letting me rant to you guys, and thank you for tuning into this video. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I hope you found this video valuable and inspiring. I really want you all to escape, that crab in a bucket mindset and that place where you're at that environment. You need to get from around those people and you need to get out of that environment. It's only going to make you better. It's only going to help you grow, and it's only going to take you so much further in life. It really is. But check this out. If you enjoyed this video and you want to stay connected with me and this community that I'm building, please like this video. Also share it with a friend or somebody that you feel might need to hear this rant and receive this message, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys have any people in your life that are like crabs in a bucket? Are you in an environment that is like a crab in a bucket environment? Are you around all of it? And if you are, what are you going to do to get out of it? What are your plans to try to get out of it? I would love to know. And if you're looking for any kind of advice, just ask, man. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have in the comments as well. So check this out, guys. Remember, you have the power to make positive changes in your life. And together, we're going to achieve amazing things. So I want you guys to do these two things. I want you to stay strong and I want you to stay inspired. And always remember, your journey to greatness begins right here. Guys, until next time, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.